各位朋友，大家好，欢迎来到大先生课堂。现在是5月的第2周的周一，今天呢，咱们要公布5月第2周的辩论课的主题了。在这公布之前，我们先来简单回顾一下5月第1周的辩论课。5月第1周，我们举行了中级英和高级英的辩论。那么对于高级英的同学来说啊，咱们选了一个特别有挑战性的话题啊，就是英国是不是还需要保留王室？大家都知道，5月7号，查尔斯终于加冕成为英国的国王。而就在同一天，我们来自北京、上海、洛杉矶美国的同学们和老师一起做了一场辩论课，讨论的就是英国还要不要保留王室。就在上一周的辩论里边，我们有的同学就提出了一些非常有针对性的、非常立体的想法。比如说，有的同学就提出来了，英国王室的存在是有价值的。因为第一，英国王室的存在可以给英国带来很多旅游方面的收入王室和金钱挂起了钩。也有同学说了，英国王室的存在可以给英国人民带来心理上的稳定和安定。那么这一点实际上就跳出了我们现在周围的生活圈和文化圈，实际上是一种跨文化的思考。而正是这样的话题的选择，正是这样的思考，才真正达到了我们去做辩论课的目的，就是希望通过辩论这种载体，真正激发同学们独立思考、独立调研、独立得出自己结论的这样一个目的。而对于我们初级营和中级营的同学们，我们的话题的选择就往往更加贴近日常生活，也更加有趣味性。比如说，我们5月第1周的话题选择就是在家看电影更好呢，还是去电影院看电影更好呢？像这样的话题呢，就比较有意思，激发同学们的参与感。好了，说到这些呢，我们来说说5月第2周的话题就更加有意思了。5月第2周对于我们初级营和中级营的同学来说，咱们的话题是 Are dogs better than cats？ 到底是狗狗好呢，还是猫猫好？这种话题大家一听就知道，对吧？不可能有标准答案。正是这样一些没有标准答案的话题，才让我们同学有这种进行辩论的这种冲动和欲望，能激发起大家辩论的兴趣来。而对于我们高级营的同学来说，第2周的话题就更加有哲学意味了。Is mathematics beautiful？ 数学美不美？数学之美。像这样有深度的话题，你必须要进行充分的准备，才能够真正言之有物。所以说，我们的这种 debate 课程，真正希望实现的是3步走的学习闭环，就是首先 reading， 根据这个话题去进行文章的阅读和拓展文章的阅读。第二是 writing， 把你的想法真正能够写下来。而到了最后才是 debate， 到课堂上把你的观点表达出来，找到对方的弱点，说服对方，或者是打败对方。这样的辩论课才真正能够发挥它最大的效力。好了，我们呢把第2周的辩论主题已经公布了。那么下面呢，咱们可以看一看我们第1周同学们的一些精彩表现。谢谢大家，咱们下期见。
What their opinion is on the issue. So let's go in reverse. Nemo, what is your opinion?
I think they should not with the royalty. Do I have to expand the reasons?
What do you mean exactly? I didn't catch your meaning.
I think they shouldn't rid out of the royalty. They should keep it.
They shouldn't get rid of. Okay. So you're for keep royalty. Sometimes if you use two negatives, it could be hard to catch your meaning, right? So you're for keep royalty, right? So what's your main reason why?
I think this is one of their culture, and like for British, is like one of the big country in the world, and from like 1,000 years ago, this culture come out, like the royalty come out, and like if they keep like thousands of years, why not just keep it?
Right. I understand. Okay. Very good. So in reverse order, Lucas, what's your position?
I think they need to get rid of royalty.
And why is that?
Because they need to get rid of royalty and like maybe keep to have like governmental policies. Because now their royalty, like their place is above the laws. The royalty, they stands on the laws, so they can do whatever they want. Sometimes it's not that fair to the citizens that in their local.
That's a good point. Okay. Any other reasons?
Even though it's their culture, but maybe they need to change or develop, because since the the society is developing, a lot of policies or a lot of public stuff, or like the United Nations decisions, a lot of it's deciding on their like policies or royalty. So it's a hard problem. It have a lot of issues if the royalty is on top of the law.
Right. Understand? Okay. Athena, which side are you on?
I think we should keep royalty.
Why is that?
Because I have searched on the internet that the royal family contributes about $760 million a year to the tourism in the UK, and the royal estate contributes nearly $4,700 to the UK economy. Blah 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 blah. And all it means is that actually the royalties can bring a lot of money to their country, despite of the fact that the government gave them a lot of money.
Right. Okay. Any other reasons?
And also, I think royalty is actually a symbol of peace in the country, because their countries owes a lot to the royalty in the past. So nowadays, when the citizens saw the royalties, they feel like, wow, this country is peaceful and we don't need to worry about anything. But if the government get rid of the royalty, then they might feel a little nervous about where they live, or they might feel unsafe.
Okay. That's true. I remember, you guys are too young, but when I was younger than you, 1997, Princess Diana died. And so she was the first wife of now King Charles, right? So she died, and she's William and Harry's mother, right? Princess Diana. And when she died, like the people in the UK, they were so sad, like for weeks and for months. Like it affected them very strongly. So like it seems silly, as living as a Chinese or living as an American, because we don't have royalty, right? It seems silly to think like, oh, if, like what Athena said, like, oh, if we got rid of the royalty, people will not feel safe. It is possible, though, in the UK that people would actually feel that way. So I think based on how close they feel to the royal family, almost emotionally close, right? This could have that kind of effect on them. So that's a good point. Thanks for sharing that.
I agree with the statement that watching films at the cinema is the best because the people can avoid the interruptions whilst watching movies and the people can have the better express with the cinemas equipment. Once the people go to cinemas, they solve they can seize the only soft seats according to this ticket. Furthermore, the cinemas does not do not care about the listener neighbors because they prop the sound of the rooms that do not disrupts the people with loud noises. It's in the cinemas you can probably better express for people who watch the movies the years. This is the bad because watching movies at the cinemas the proud big clearly the screen. Also, when you get use burgers, hot dogs, or another food, it is kind of the sense of excitement. I strongly agree with the statement that watching films in the cinemas is the better than watching at home because people can watch the movies with the interruptions and people can enjoy the listening movies with the equipment at cinemas. It is the hope that the public will and song. So the people can watch the movies at the cinemas and shoot the locate the excitement is studly. Thank you. Uh-oh.
All right,
I
excellent.
got
2 minutes and 17 seconds. That's fantastic. Thank you, Thomas. Okay, let's go right to Candace.
I agree with the statement. That going to the cinema is better than watching movies at home because first, going to the cinema is a really fun thing to do, especially with families and especially with friends and family, and it is a good chance to get out of the house and socialize with each other. Second, I think we could have a better experience watching films in the cinema because films are made for the cinema's big screen. And when we watch movies in the cinema, it is actually a feast for our eyes and for our body. And third, I think there are fewer opportunities to get distracted by things when we watch films at the cinema. For example, when we watch a film at a cinema, we seldom be disturbed because the film was so long. It can last for 2 or 3 hours, and we could relax in this time. But we could be interrupted easily when we do it at home. For example, when your family wants to tell you something, they can just push your door open and you will be disturbed. And when you want to go to the bathroom, you will be interrupted by yourself, and that stops the feast for your eyes and your body. And last but not least, I think the atmosphere at the cinema is very active because lots of people watch the same films at the same time. I think it can make the atmosphere very active. Thank you.